Ottawa has just issued new guidance for LGBTQ travelers about heading to the U.S. The advice can be found on the federal government's travel website, where it references changing laws in some states. The CBC's Peter Cowan is tracking the story in Ottawa and joins us live. So, Peter, how would you characterize this new guidance?
This is two sentences that the government has stuck into the guidance that they have about all the various risks that you may face if you're traveling to the United States. And what it's saying is that members of the LGBTQ community should take a look at the local laws that may be in place, because some states have been changing those laws. I reached out to Global Affairs Canada, which puts out this guidance, and just a few minutes ago it gave me a statement that says the laws that they've been taking a look at include ones that ban drag shows, restrict the transgender community from access to gender-affirming care and participation in sporting events. And in a statement, they said outside Canada, laws and customs related to sexual orientation, gender identity, gender expression, and sex characteristics can be very different from those in Canada. As a result, Canadians could face certain barriers and risks when they travel. So these decisions about what to put in were made by bureaucrats within that department as they assess the situation there. But there is also a political element, especially with the debate underway around the rights around especially transgendered people, but the LGBTQ community more broadly. And today, the Deputy Prime Minister was asked about this changing guidance. Chrystia Freeland chose her words carefully. Here's what she had to say.
We have professionals in the government whose job is to look carefully around the world and to monitor whether there are particular dangers to particular groups of Canadians. That's their job, and it's the right thing to do.
Now, reporters did ask her whether there had been any conversation with the American administration, with Joe Biden, about warning them that this guidance was coming out, but that was a question that she didn't answer.
And so, Peter, how does this fit in with what we're hearing from rights groups in the U.S.?
In fact, we've heard from some of those groups in the United States issuing their own travel-related warnings in the lead-up to this, well before Canada did. They're raising concerns about various states that have brought in new laws. In fact, one group is monitoring 490 new laws aimed at LGBTQ or trans, especially young people across the United States. Now, not all of those will become law, but for example, Florida earlier this year brought in 4 different laws that target the LGBTQ community, what washrooms can be used, for example, who can receive gender-affirming care, and at what age. And so the hope is that these groups are hoping that people will change their plans or cancel, because Florida is a big tourism state, and that may put pressure on the government there to reconsider those.